So last week I got a text from a good friend of mine, and she was invited to be on a panel, an in-person panel with four other professionals in her field. And it was sort of a nerve-wracking experience, and she wasn't sure which way to turn and how to manage being on a panel. And I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. Let's get after this, because panels are a great platform for us to showcase expertise and create synergy and relationship with other panelists. So if you've been invited to a panel and you're not sure how to behave or what to do, whether it's an online panel, a podcast panel, an in-person panel, let's talk about it real quick and get a couple tips out there. The main tip I have is for you to reach out to your other panelists and be sure that you connect with them at LinkedIn, shoot them an email, express excitement about sharing the stage with them. Look at their backgrounds and find the similarities and the differences that you have with each panelist. And then start thinking about how, while you're on the stage, you can call each of them by name at least once. Depending on the length of your panel, you might not be able to get everybody's name in, and it has to be kind of like, off the cuff, where, you're just offhandedly saying their name, but you're going to build them up, right? So it might be something like, someone asks you a question, what do you think about the real estate trends that are happening in corporate real estate right now, Cindy? Let's imagine that I'm a pro at that, which I am not. But I might say something to someone else on the panel and say, I think right now is a really interesting time in corporate real estate for the following reasons. I also know that Allie on the panel, she wrote a beautiful article about this in the March edition of the Blah Blah, and she made some really great points. Allie, what would you add to this conversation about that? Or whatever you could do. And you know what? She'll sit up straight and have a smile on her face, and she will feel like, a panelist hug from you, okay? So how can you lift up your other panelists? How can you get to know them before the event so that you're all a team on the stage? Even if you have people on the stage with you or on the panel who have conflicting ideas, there are always ways for us to find common ground and be respectful, to listen with heart to what others are sharing from their own opinions and perspectives, okay? So when you are invited to be on a panel, get excited, okay? Do a little bit of research on them, introduce yourselves to them as soon as the panel is named. Think of what you have in common with them, what's different about the roles that you each play, and then find some way, if you can, to consider calling one of them by name and mentioning them in an answer that you share on the stage. And you're going to look great, not only to your panelists and the interviewer, but to the audience as well. So those are my tips on panelists and keeping your panelists on point. Have a great day.